I'm Murali. I have around 8 years of experience in the software industry. Out of my 8 years of experience, actually, what totally I was into automation for totally for 5 years over there. So first I started my automation career with actually what with QTP. So QTP is what first I was automating. I was there for 1 year with QTP tool. Then later on I shifted to Selenium in the mid itself. So by 6 months of time itself. So I was doing for totally for Selenium. I have around 4.5 years of experience on that. So in teaching, for past 3 years, I'm teaching over there for individual students, and then after that for the institutes, and then for colleges, for corporate trainings I have done. Still now I train more than 2,500 students from my side, both direct sessions and then online session. Now currently I'm entirely into online sessions right now. So take for corporates also through online only all over the world. So here in this session, what are the things we are going to cover, and then how the session will go on, I'll tell you. So from my side, actually, for each and every one, I would have sent you the session topics that what are the things I'm going to cover for the entire package. So it's like first I start with core Java. Okay. Every session, what I'm going to cover, how I will be starting means I'll be starting from a phase a person who doesn't know anything about that stuffs. Okay, that is how I used to cover the entire session over there. Okay, I start from actually what is a variable and what is a data type. From that phase when I used to start, because most of them actually what comes from actually electronic background, or actually what they're entirely new to the programming over there. So even though actually some of them are done with IT and all those things, so what is that why I'm going to start from over there means actually it will be easier for you to get the little bit logic of memory allocation and all those stuffs. Okay, then joining over there will be easier for you. That's the main thing. Okay, so mainly I'm not going to talk about only syntax over there in this programming here. I'm going to talk first mainly about the backend session, what is happening over there. When I'm going to create a variable, when I'm going to call a method or something, some memory allocations are going to happen. Okay, for object creation is going to happen. So what is that is going to happen? If you know that stuff, learning any language is easier for you. That stuff is what I'm going to teach you. Okay, once you learn Java from my side, if you want to again learn Ruby or Python or PHP or any programming language, okay, the 70% of that stuffs what I have told you will remain same for the other programming stuffs also. Okay, that part is what I'm going to help you in that. Then learning syntax is not a big deal over there. Okay, so that is very easiest one. If you know this logic, syntax is not a deal only. It's a very easiest concept. Okay, that is what I used to go for every topic. And then also every session actually what I'll be taking three examples for three or two examples over there for everything. So there what I'm going to do is actually what one program I will be executing, the next program I will make you guys to execute it. Why I'm asking you guys to execute over there means because if you guys execute the program, that time that during the session itself you will be sure that actually what you understood the concept properly or not. Okay, if you have any doubts, there itself I'll be explaining you, then we will be clearing the doubts there itself. Okay, that's how I used to go. And one more thing, I know that stuff where usually students will be and will not be understanding the steps, and then they will be understanding the steps. Okay, based on that only I'm going to help you on each and every session. And every session, if you see, each and every small sessions also has been entirely documented from my side. Okay, so these documents are entirely prepared by myself over there. So how I prepared these document means actually, so out of my entire session over there, my students, where are they used to lack? Okay, which are the places they used to have problems? Okay, so mainly for all the software installation they used to get problems over there. Okay, they slightly misunderstand and all those. So that's why what I will do for any small type of software, if you want to install, everything is there with me with screenshots only. Okay, all the sessions, software installation, everything is documented with screenshots only. Okay, any steps you go, it will be actually what with screenshots stuff only. If you see, This is actually for the Java installation. So how you need to check Java is there or not, and then where you need to go and download, and then the download procedure. Okay, those steps I given. So I'll be explaining the same thing. Then I'll be sharing the screenshot also with you. So you will not be facing difficult. If you go to the recorded session, okay, everyday session also will be recorded, I told you, know. So if you go to the recorded session over there also you will be understanding the stuffs. Okay, like that you will be getting each and every stuff information for you over there. If I'm going to teach you a topic, so those topics level information. It's a collection API. So when you go for interview, actually what is the expectation, what they expect from you. Okay, so those steps, everything is documented. Even when you come to the Selenium level also, the software is related to that one also. What? Sorry, this is Selenium. Selenium IDE. So that entire tool actually what are the stuffs are there, and then how to automate on that one. So everything also what is there with screenshots only for you. Everything I'll be doing. Okay, this is how. So you will be having a clear documentation level. So in a corporate level, when you go for it, actually how the expectation actually what will be there. The same stuff is what actually what I'll be giving to my individual students also. Okay, that's how I used to go for it. Okay, and everyday session also I told you that it will be recorded and will be sent to you on the same day. How the sessions will be recorded and then I'll be sending this. Usually I'll be sending it like this. Okay, so the session, if you see, I'll be sending the stuffs like this. So I'll be sending. Okay, so I'll be giving you the URL. Okay, in the YouTube actually what the URL actually what is the session topic information and what are the topics I have taken over there. Okay, under this URL, and that day actually what if I'm going to give you actually what any programs we are going to look for it, the codes will be here, and then after that actually what I'm going to give you some assignments and the assignments will be here. Okay, most of the sessions you will be getting assignments over there. Why means if you have the sessions assignments covered, okay, so there only actually what you will be very much clear that actually what it will be perfect for you. Okay, because session you will be explaining, I'll be explaining, and then you also will be trying to execute it. But the thing is, when you try it by yourself, that time actually what you will be learning more. Okay, you will Google for some information. There only your real learning starts over there. Okay, that's why I used to always give assignments for you in every class. Okay, this is how the session goes. And topics, I cover core Java. Then after that, I cover Selenium IDE and Selenium RC. If you see, I just cover very small information alone. I'll not cover entirely lot of things. Only one program alone because no one uses Selenium right now in the industry. RC. Okay, Selenium RC. Okay. Then in WebDriver, if you see, all different kinds of elements we used to cover over here. All the different kinds of elements we used to cover. Then after that, if you come to the framework level, I'll be taking the framework actually with a real-time application. So with that one, I'm going to help you on that. Then I'll be covering both JUnit and TestNG. One with the keyword driven, another one with the data driven. Okay. So why I'm asking you to, why I'm telling you about both the things means when you go for an interview, you can say that actually what you have totally 2.5 to 3 years of experience in Selenium. Okay, so why I'm asking you to say that actually what you have 2.5 to 3 years means because openings will be good actually if you put that you have 2.5 to 3 years experience. That's the thing. Okay, there you can say that actually what I was working with JUnit framework. Then after that I have migrated my script to TestNG. So they will have a good confidence on you that this guy has a good hold on JUnit and then TestNG both. He has also migrated it like that. So a lot of stuffs actually what that will make you best in the interview level. Also I cover and Maven, GitHub, Jenkins, all those advanced level topics also. Okay, why I used to cover these topics also in this program itself means because you're planning to show actually what 2.5 to more than 3 years experience in Selenium. Okay, so if you want to show that experience, okay, for sure you should know that actually how the code repository works. Code repository means simple. For example, 5 members are working in a team. Okay, everyone actually will write the code for the application. So where you will be saving the code, and then where you will be getting the others code over there. Those things what you will be learning under the GitHub, because this is a very mandatory work we will be doing every day there in the GitHub. Okay, so that's what. So Maven is what means actually it's our side, helping the framework to organize structure. Okay, keeping the jar files up to date and all those things will be coming under and Maven. Okay, Jenkins is what means it's a continuous integration tool. So what this Jenkins will help us to do means, instead of you executing the program, you'll be scheduling a job. That is, every day morning 5 o'clock you run, and then every day by night 10 o'clock you run. So whatever time you give, according to that it will run, and then finally it will give you a report that actually how many success, how many failures, and then what other things are being skipped over there. Okay, so that is what Jenkins will help us to do. Okay, so these all things, if you know, cracking the interview will be very much easier for you. Okay, this is one. And how to get the interviews in interview level, how I will be helping you, if you say. Okay, so we have a group. Okay, so still now I train more than a lot of students over there. So all are actually, most of them actually 70 to 70% are they all working professionals only. So we are forming a group over there. Okay, I already formed a group, so I'm trying to increase the size of the group over there. So that group right now it consists of actually 200 members. So all over India we have. So what this group is going to do over here is for us. So right now we talk only about openings on testings alone. Okay, all over India we will be talking only about testing openings alone. So every day at least actually 1 or 2 requirements will be coming for everywhere. Okay, so that's how. So in my group also you'll be getting the openings for you, and then in the if you go for Naukri, Time Job, okay, there all have you need to prepare your resume, and then after that how you need to post your information, how to get more calls. Okay, they're also helping you. Okay, that is what will be there for this entire program here. Clear, guys? Okay, so this is what about this session, how it will be going on. So now I'm going to start with the first, how actually what a program will be executed. Okay, then after that I'll be telling you about how a Java program will be executed. Okay, so that's what I'm going to cover. So before that, anyone has any doubts on my session, how it goes on, and then any doubts you have? Okay, cool. So now we'll see how normally a program executes. Okay, we are jumping into the topics right now. So first we will be going with Java, then later on we'll be going with Selenium ID. Okay, yeah, the duration. Okay, what is the duration of the course means? Okay, the duration of the course will be 5 weeks. Okay, the duration of the course will be 5 weeks for us. So it's like every day 1.5 hours I used to take for you. Okay, every day 1.5 hours I used to take. Usually I take 1 hour. So right now this is actually what I used to take 1.5 hours. So when the session is actually, why I take actually 1.5 hours per day means actually if the session is 1.5 hours, the coverage will be very much easier for you. Okay, so that's why I used to cover for totally 1.5 hours per day. So that will give you a good hands-on experience on the entire topic which we are going to cover on that. That's the thing. Okay, guys. Okay, so first we'll see how normally a program executes. Then after that we'll see how Java program differs from the other program. That's the thing. So first we'll be writing our program in a notepad or in a in a Eclipse or RubyMine or some tools will be writing it. Okay, so then always will be saving the file over there. Okay, the programs which we will be writing, okay, by the human is called as a high level language. Okay, each and every line of program will be calling it as a statements over there. Okay, if it's a Java program, it's a Java statement. If it's a Ruby, we'll be calling it as a Ruby statements, like that. Okay, everything is called as a statements, each and every line. Okay, so this one is called as a high level language. Now, this high level language will be given to a translator. Okay, we'll be writing the program, then that program, okay, will be given to a translator. Why we'll be giving to a translator means because yeah, human can understand that high level language, but a machine cannot understand that language. Okay, a machine can understand only zeros and ones. Okay, that is what it can understand. So we have to translate into that type. So for that, we have two types of translators. One is a compiler, the another one is an interpreter. One is a compiler, another one is an interpreter. These are the two type of translators we have. So both the things, what it will do means it will convert the high level language into zeros and ones. Okay, then that has been given to a machine level language. Then that machine level language will be given to the CPU for execution. Then only your execution starts. Okay, so there are two types of translator tool. One is compiler and interpreter. Both are going to convert to zeros and ones. Then what is the difference between this compiler and interpreter means? Simple. Compiler, what it will do means, so totally there are 1000 lines of code in the program means. What the compiler will do means, all the 1000 lines of code, first it will be converting it. Okay, so everything will be converted, then only will be sent to the machine. Okay, entire conversion of zeros of will every high level language will be converted to zeros and ones, then will be sent to the CPU for execution. Okay, interpreter, what it will do means line by line conversion plus execution. The first line it will be converting it, executes. The second line it will convert, executes. Third line convert, execute. So line by line conversion. Okay, this is the difference between compiler. Compiler entire program, interpreter line by line conversion. That is the only thing. Okay guys, so now compiler, what it will do, it will translate the entire statements from high level language to machine level language, I told. Okay, so interpreter line by line conversion. So this is how normally a program executes. Okay, how Java is going to differ here. Okay, how a Java program is going to differ over here means. Okay, so Java program, how it will be differing. So same thing, we write the Java program. Okay, every line which we are writing it over there will be calling it as a Java statements. Java will be saved. Okay, Java program will be saved with an extension called .java. Okay, so Ruby files will be saved in .rb. HTML files will be saved in .html. Okay, Notepad .txt, WordPad .word or .doc or .xls for Excel sheet. Every program, okay, have its own format. Okay, every file we have it. Okay, based on that extension only, the system will know that actually what we need to do with that file. So based on that only, .java file means system knows directly what we need to do that for that. Okay, it will call the respective related informations and then the execution starts. Okay, so xyz.java. Okay, so we saved it over here. So here the Java program, now first it will be given to the compiler. What this compiler will do means, okay, compiler, what it will do, totally 1000 lines of code is there means all the 1000 lines of code will be converted and then it will be given to a file. Okay, it will be creating a file called .class file. Okay, the converted information. Okay, so Java compiler, it will convert according to the its own information. Okay, so this .class file, okay, it creates, okay, it will be compiling and then it will be creating a class file where the bytecode will be present. That will be saved under .class. Okay, so then this .class file is given to the JVM. Okay, what the JVM, okay, that is called as a Java virtual machine. Okay, what this JVM will do means, now again one more conversion will be done. Okay, this bytecode can be understandable only by one person called JVM alone. If you give that same class file to the system, it cannot understand that information. Okay, so what we do means actually what we will give to the JVM and then JVM once again it will convert that bytecode into a machine level language. Okay, now only proper zeros and ones are again it's been converted. Okay, line by line now conversion has been happened, then given to the CPU for execution. Okay, so I'll tell you one more time. So we write the Java program that will be given to the compiler. So compiler will convert the entire statements. Okay, so totally 1,000 lines of code means all the 1,000 lines of code will be converted, and then it will be saved into a .class file. This .class file can be read only by JVM alone. Now JVM, it will be converting that by a class file. Okay, line by line conversion will be happen. Okay, to another byte code. Okay, so that is machine understandable language bytecode over there. Then translation will happen over here. Then execution will happen. Okay, that is what here will happen. So now you guys can have a doubt why we need this .class file. Okay, so if you see in olden days, actually what, when we are going to write the program. Okay, so for example, I'm a owner of a software company. Okay, I am going to develop one software which is related to what to say, bigbasket.com, we'll say. Okay, which is related to bigbasket.com. So now I have entirely prepared the program. Now I want to sell it to the market. Okay, I want to, okay, it's related to actually what, that is actually what, grocery management system. So now I have developed it. Now I want to sell to different grocery stores over there. Okay, so now actually what, if someone asks me, can you show me a demo? Okay, that time I will show a demo. So they want to entirely look on the system. So they want to actually what, install the program in their system, and then they want to try it. So that time you will be sending the entire information to them. So the problem is what here means, when you send the entire code to them, there is an easy chance to duplicate the same type of system. Okay, so they see the code, they understand the logic, and then after that duplicating the same system is easier for them. Okay, so I took 2 years to develop that application. Within a matter of 6 months of period, someone can duplicate my system, and then they can entirely do that information. Okay, so that's the problem here. So now how I can safeguard my code over here means, so with Java that can be possible. So end user information is what he want to see the execution. Okay, he don't want to see the Java file information. Okay, he don't want to see the code. For him, intention is actually what, to check whether the application is working according to his usage. That's what. So we will be sending him only the class file information alone. The class file can be read only by the JVM. No one can open the class file and then they can understand it. Okay. So we send only the class file alone. Then after that, what will happen? The end user information for him execution will happen properly. So for me, I'm safeguarding my code. The end user also is been happy. That is, whatever is needed is actually what, to execute and check whether the application is working according to his requirement. So that is also is been achieved. So that is where Java stands different. Okay. Then after that, actually what, after Java comes actually lot of actually what other programming language also follow the same type of invention over here. That's the thing. Okay. Still now, anyone has any doubts, guys? Anyone has any doubts till now? If you have any doubts or something, you can unmute yourself and then you can ask me over there. So I will be explaining you one more time, or which steps you have not understood, I can repeat it. Okay, yeah, thanks guys. So I told you JVM is need to run your class file. Okay, so we need JVM to run the Java file, because that is actually what, the .class file can be understandable only by the JVM. Okay, so that's why we need JVM. So that means actually internally, actually if Java we need to run, okay, so we need the JVM. So to install JVM, we need JRE. Okay, what does this JRE means? Java Runtime Environment. Okay, it's called as Java Runtime Environment. So what this Java Runtime Environment will do means, okay, so from my side, Java Runtime Environment, what that stuff will be doing for us means, okay, so from my side, this Java Runtime Environment means my code related to Java will be running in that section only. Okay, so anything you install, any software, it will have its own stuff. If you go to the C drive program file, okay, everything will have its own environment. Same thing if you have Skype also will have its own environment. Okay, so it will be there under one stuff over there. Any installation of any program, that will have its own environment. There is what actually what your execution will happen there. That's the thing. Okay, guys. So that is what JRE. Okay, so we need JRE to run the Java programs. JVM is the one which will help you to run the class files over there. Then we have another one called JDK. Okay, what this JDK will do means, okay, it's called as a Java Development Kit. Okay, so what this Java Development Kit will do means, okay, so it's a combination of the Java compiler plus JVM plus JRE. So everything will be there. Okay, the entire stuff, the package is called as the JVM. Okay, sorry, JDK, Java Development Kit. Okay, guys. So still now, anyone has any doubts on understanding? Okay, so I'll just give a small recap. So actually, how a Java program executes. So we'll write the Java statements in a file and then save that file with .java extension. Then that .java file is being given to a compiler, where that high-level language, now it will be converted to a bytecode. That bytecode will be saved under a .class file. This class file can be read only by the JVM alone. Okay, so JVM, now it will be converting that bytecode to a machine understandable language. Okay, that's another type of bytecode, then given for the CPU for execution. So compiler, what will happen? Convert the entire code. JVM, now it's an interpreter level. Now what will do? Line by line execution, conversion plus execution will happen. Okay, so JVM and JRE and then JDK. JVM is Java Virtual Machine. JRE is Java Runtime Environment. JDK is the Java Development Kit. Okay, so if you install JRE, you will get JVM. Okay, so if you want the JDK over there, it will be like an entire set. We will have everything over there: compiler, JVM, JRE, and other steps, everything. So when you come to the Selenium, we'll be integrating to some other APIs also. Okay, so that time we need JDK. Okay, we need to install JDK over there. That's the thing. Okay, so that's the thing. So can I go to the next one? If anyone has any yours, please stop me.
Hey Murli, Priya here.
Yes, Priya.
So you said like coming to Selenium, I didn't get that point. Can you just come again?
No. When you come to the Selenium, we will be actually integrating with some other APIs also. So what does that APIs means? So for example, my software is developed through Java. Okay, so now I want to communicate with another software, okay, which has been developed with Ruby or Python or something like that. Okay, so those things actually what will work, how, with help of the API concept only. Okay, so that means they will send some request and then they will receive some response. Okay, so what does that means? I will be actually I want to work on with a tool called Ant or Maven. Okay, so those things are actually not developed by Selenium, guys. Okay, that is being developed by some other softwares. Okay, Apache is what they develop the Ant over there. Okay, that is they want. They have developed that information. So for those things, what I need to do, I need the integration information. So for that, I need the JDK. JDK is the one which will allow me to install the other APIs and then interact with the other systems over there. That's all.
Okay.
That's the thing. So when you come to that Selenium part, I will be explaining you that again. So we will be understanding it very clearly.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. So now we have seen about, okay, so the difference actually I told you about interpreter and compiler. Okay, there one more thing. Compiler, if you see, the initial startup time to run the program is little bit less compared to interpreter. Why? 1,000 lines of code, everything will be converted, then only execution start. So that's why there is a delay in the execution. Interpreter level, the initial startup time is actually what? Always faster, because one line converts and then it will be executed. Okay, so initial startup time is actually what? Very faster. But the problem with interpreter means, okay, if you have any problem in the 750th line, okay, you have a error in the program, means when you come to the 750th line, then only you'll come to know that there is an error in the program. So you have to clear the error. Then again after that you have to run the program. Then again 800th line there is another error. It will stop. Clear it. Okay, then again actually what your side 850th line. So like that, when error is there, it will stop for each and every time, and then after that for you execution will be in a delay. But compiler level, what will happen means entirely it will be converting it. There itself actually what it will be giving you error. Before you start the execution itself, you will come to know which are the places you have errors. You will clear all the errors and then you will be continuing it. So there will not be delay in execution. That's the thing, because execute it and then finding the errors is little bit take time. Before execution itself, you're finding all the errors, means clearing is always easier. That's what compiler. Initial startup time is actually what? Little bit slow, but once the code is compiled, we are sure that actually what there is no error in the program. That is syntactical errors. Okay, execution time, functionality level, any errors are coming over there. Those things we cannot identify. Okay, during execution time only we can identify, but syntactical errors we can identify over here. That's the thing. Okay. Okay, guys. So now I'll just tell you actually what, how to install Java and all those stuff. So I'll be forwarding this document to you. Okay, so today's assignment is actually what simple. I want every one of you to install the Java in your system. Okay, that's what. So the same thing what I've explained over there. Now, so first step, I want to install Java. So for that, what is the procedure? So first you need to know whether you have Java in your system already or not. So for that, open your command prompt. Okay, so type cmd, click on command prompt. Now here you type Java space hyphen version. If you give this information, you'll be getting the version of Java if it's already installed. Okay. In case if you are getting information actually what Java is not a recognized command. Okay. So you might be getting this Java is not recognized or internal command means that time you need to install Java. Okay. So how to install Java means? So first go here, give here Java download. If you install JDK, automatically you'll be getting that JRE and then JVM everything. So if you install Java alone means you will be getting the JRE alone. Okay, now I'm going to install first Java, then we'll go with JDK. So it's not going to take much time. So go to the first link, java.com download. So click on this free Java download, and then it will be asking you agree and then start free download. Click on it, you'll be getting an exe file. Okay, double click on the exe file, then click on next. Installation is complete. That's the thing. Okay, this is how Java has been installed. So now again, now you have to close this command prompt. Okay, the old command prompt will not give you the information. Again, after installation, again you have to open a new command prompt. Then now if you give Java space hyphen version, okay, now Java would have been giving you the version number. That means your Java is now installed. Okay, next. Now we have to install the JDK. So when you want to install the JDK, you need to know that actually what is a 32-bit or 64-bit machine. How to know that yours is 32-bit or 64-bit machine means if you come over here, right click on my computer, properties. Then here you can see whether it's a 64-bit machine or 32-bit machine. Okay, so if it's a very old machine, you will be getting only this pop-up. You'll be getting this pop-up. This pop-up actually what only this one, if you click on properties, we're getting that's a 32-bit machine. Okay, if you're getting like this, you'll be seeing over there 64-bit or 32-bit machine over here. That's the thing. Okay, so now mine is 64-bit machine. So now what I need to do, so I need to go here, search JDK download. Now click on the first link. Now can you see JDK here? Okay, click on this one. Then if you come down, you can see the first one, Java SE development kit. Okay, so this is what you're going to, okay, it's one, the version number is 101, this was 102, so I want to take 101. Now click on accept license agreement. Then after that, okay, 86 represents it's a 32-bit machine, 64 represents that is a 64-bit machine. Okay, 86 always actually what refers 32-bit. Okay, so that's why in your what to say, if you come over, you will be getting two things: program files and then program files executed, all related to 64-bit machine. Actually what will accept actually what 32-bit plus 64-bit, both will work over there in the system. Okay, but 32-bit, if you see, only 32-bit machine softwares only will work. Okay, 64-bit advantages, both things will work. 32-bit, only 32-bit will work. So it's better for me actually what I can go for 64-bit because mine is 64-bit. So click on this exe file, it will download for you. Once you download it, again double click on the exe file. Okay, then after that it will be asking you next, and then complete it. Okay, finish. So now JDK also has been installed. Okay, so once you install Java, if you go to the program files, you will be getting a folder called Java. Okay, you'll be getting JRE alone. Once you install JDK, you'll be getting JDK also. Okay, if you install only JDK, you'll be getting JDK plus JRE both. If you install only JRE, you'll be getting JRE alone. Okay, separately if you install also JDK, this JRE will get updated. Okay, to a new one. So now what you need to do, you have to, once install the JDK, you have to set the path. So for that, go inside the JDK folder. Okay, go to the bin folder. Then now copy the path of it. Right click, copy. Now go to your My Computer, right click, properties, advanced system settings. Okay, you will be coming over here. Click on the advanced tab, environment variables. Then here search for path. Okay, now edit. Now come to the end. Okay, now come to the end over here. Give a semicolon, then paste it. Okay, then you have to click on OK. Okay, from my side I already set the path, so I'm going to click on cancel. Okay, so in case if you are going to do it, you have to do as like give a semicolon and finally give the path of it. Okay, click on OK. Again you have to click on OK. Then again you have to click on OK. So now the JDK path is set. Okay, now again you have to confirm whether actually what the installation part, everything is been done properly. So same thing I given, environment variables in the path, give a semicolon and give the information of it. Now again give Java space hyphen version. You go to the command prompt, Java space hyphen version, give the version. Okay, this is how you confirm that actually what Java has been installed and JDK has been installed properly. This is the thing. Okay, so the next one, we now have installed Java. Now we can work on with executing Java programs. Okay, so then now to write the Java programs, I told that we can write it in the notepad or different options are there. So the best option is actually what to go on with the Eclipse, a tool name called Eclipse. Okay, so Eclipse, there are a lot of different tools available in the market to work on with Java execution program. So Eclipse is the famous one right now. So that is what we're going to see. Go to Eclipse. Okay, so for that I need to give first Eclipse download. Okay, anyone has any doubts on this Java installation? Anyway, I'm going to forward. Yeah, yes.
This is Java SE Development 8, right? Can you go back on this page?
Yes. This is 8.
8, right?
Yeah, the latest version right now is 8 over there. So that's where 8 is there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So now for the Eclipse download, just give here as Eclipse download. So just click on this one. They change a little bit UI here for the Eclipse. So right now, these are all latest version. You can go to the latest version, but actually, I feel always actually what the Kepler is the best over there. In case if you want to go with the older version or something, also you can go. Right now, Neon is the latest one. You can download this one. Otherwise, you can go to the this directly showing 64-bit. So now I'll go to the projects. So here also I can search it. So if I want Kepler, the older version is Kepler, but actually it's like a good version. Which goes just a second. Okay, so I'll just give like this Eclipse Kepler download. I'll just go. Here I can see a lot of packages. See, I'll click on the first link. Here I can see all the packages. Right now, Neon is the latest one. Okay, these are all the different types of packages we have. Okay, the Kepler was the before one. Okay, after that, Luna, Mars, Neon right now is there. So it's instead of going to the, you can go for Neon also, but Kepler I feel always actually it's a very good version. Actually, UI is actually what user friendly over there. That's where you used to go. So here you have to go for this Eclipse IDE for Java EE developers. Okay, click on this. You can download from here also, but I'm going inside as no confusions. So if you come over here, you can see here, okay, for Windows 32-bit or 64-bit, for Mac, Linux, all those things. So mine is 64-bit. So now if you click on this one, that will be asking you to, that will be downloading a RAR file like this or a zip file like this. Okay, so you'll be getting a zip file like this. Okay, now right click on the zip file, extract here. Once you extract this one, so you'll be getting a folder name called Eclipse. Okay, so this is the place where you'll get the Eclipse icon over here. Okay, so Eclipse level, there is no installation, it's only download alone. Okay, so double click on this Eclipse. Okay, simple. What I did means actually what I just browsed Eclipse Kepler download. Then I click on that link, first link that came over here. In that actually what I click on the Kepler, if I come over here, that I will be here. Eclipse IDE for Java EE developers. I clicked on it. Then 32-bit or 64-bit machine, which is my machine. According to that, I clicked on it. So that time I'll be getting a RAR file or a zip file like this. Right click, extract here. Then I'll be getting a folder like this. Go inside, click on this Eclipse icon. Okay, the application. Now I'll be getting this first window like this. Okay, usually that will be there under the C drive. So don't try to save your files over there in the C drive, because when you're going to have any problem in your system, you'll be formatting your system. Nah? That time, always they delete the entire information which is present under the C drive. So make sure your site, you always actually save it under a different drive, not in the C drive. So you browse and then you save it, have it under your location. So I'll go to this place. So I'll go to Nitesh. So here I'll just create one folder, Eclipse Learning. I'll just give 31st August. Simply I'll just give, okay, this is my workspace. What I'm creating right now is a workspace. What is the workspace over here means? That is, all my projects will be created under this one related to Java. That's the thing. Okay, I'll create it. So I'll go to this place also. See, for Nitesh, 31st August. Okay, that's the thing I created now. So now I'll select. Now I'll click on OK. See, there will be some temporary files will be created. That is, it's trying to consider this as the Java workspace. So if I want to run some Java programs, it needs some information. So for that, the setup will be done over here. See, all these things will be loaded. Okay, a lot of hidden files will be here in this place. That's what will happen. So workspace will be created here. Okay, I got it over there. So I'll be getting this window. So the welcome screen is what first I get. So if you want, you can just go to the tutorials and all those things, but right now not needed for me. So I'll just close this one. So this is what the window we get. Okay, so here if you see what we have over here, see, so from my side I have file. Okay, so I'll tell you, this is the actually the project bases and all those things. So right now it's there under Java EE. Okay, Java it's actually it's of two types. One is core Java, another one is J2EE. Okay, so core Java is actually 40% of the entire Java. J2EE is the 60% of it. Okay, it's just an advanced level. So right now for Selenium we don't need J2EE. We need Java only. So I'll go here, go to file, create the first project, go to new, go to project. So here I'll be selecting Java project, or I'll go to the Java folder, select Java project, click on next. Okay, so here I need to select as Java SE 1.7 or 1.8. Okay, so usually it will be 1.7 or 1.8. So right now I go for it. Otherwise I can use default JRE. Okay, right now JRE 8 is what there. So I can go with 1.7 or J8. So my project name, I'll just give first project. I'll just give. See, right now it's like we have this temp files only. Now I'm going to create the first project. See what happens right now. So it will be asking you, this kind of project is associated Java perspective. Do you want to open that one? So here it's right now only J2EE. So now I'm going to open that. Click on yes. See now what happens. It will create me one more section called Java here. See, Java came. That's the thing. Okay. So now we have got the project. Now if we come to the original folder location, here I created the project. So if I open this one, so here I'll be having a source folder, a JRE system library. Okay, a source folder and then a JRE system library will be here. Same thing. If I come over to this one, I will have a bin folder and then I will have a source folder location. Okay, so here some extra project file, class path, all those things will be there. So what this Eclipse will do means it will be denoting to the original folder location only. Okay, from there, what are the things that are necessary for it, that will be alone taken and then displayed over here. Okay, it is simply like an UI representation which is going to give you what is there under the backend. Okay, in the original folder location, what are the things are there that is going to display over here. So we have the JRE system library over here. What is JRE system library means? You want to run your Java programs. For that, internally it needs some files over here. Okay, so those files related to that one will be here under the JRE system library. Okay, that's what. So it has all the information under this place. Which other things are needed for it, that will be taken and then will be executed. Okay, now we have the source folder. So source folder is the place where we will be creating the Java files. Okay, I'll right click, new. First I need to create the package. So my package, I'll just give it as first package. Okay, so here it's giving me discouraged package name. Okay, usually it will start with the lowercase. So package name always should start with the small letter. Okay, that's a standard way. It's just a warning. It's not mandatory. Okay, first package, then click on finish. We created it. Okay, first package, it came. Okay, now if I go to the source folder, see, the first package is created right now. That's the thing. Okay, then after that, I come over. Now I will create a Java file. So new class. Okay, I'll click on it. So now I'll just give learning Java. Okay, so now this one, if I give it a small letter, type name is discouraged. Usually it starts with the uppercase letter. Okay, always the class name starts with always with the uppercase. Learning Java. We got it. Okay. Then after that, so here right now I'll choose this one as default. Then I'll need to check the public static void main. Okay. So public static void main we need to give over here. That's the thing. Okay. So learning Java by default. Then after that, here public static void main I'm going to give. Then I'll click on finish. So now I created the Java file. Can you see learning Java.java extension? Okay, so we have created it. Now if I come to the original folder location, okay, so where under the source folder we have the first package. Okay, so packages are kind of folders only. Okay, there learning Java.java file. So if you come over here, it's a Java file. So now right click, edit. Same information what is present over there in this place, that same information will be here also. Can you see? Package, first package, class, learning Java. The same information will be here also. That's the thing. Okay. Now I'll click on this project. Now I have a bin folder. If I come to the bin folder, we'll see same first package. The same things, what are the things are happening over there in the source folder, the same copy will be happening over here in this bin folder also. Here if you see that class file, I told you that actually what the class files will be created by it. No? The compiler will be creating the class file. So xyz.java, xyz.class. So minus learning Java. So learning Java.class file. Okay, so type is class file. Now if I try to open this one, see, I don't have an option for edit. I click on open. Windows can't open this file. Okay, so you cannot open this class file over here. That's the thing. Okay, so this class files can be read only by the JVM alone. That's the thing. If in case from your side you have developed something and then if you want to give that information to the client, means we'll be sending only the class files alone to them. That's the thing. Okay, any doubts for anyone? So we'll create one more time the same project and then package all those things. Okay, so I will increase the font size. So go to window, preferences, font, type here font, colors and fonts. Go to the basic folder. If you want to increase the font size, come here for text font. Click on edit. Here right now I'll make it as 14 right now. Then click on OK. Okay, I increase the font size. So right now I'll make it as 13. That will be proper size. 12 I'll make it. Yeah, 12. So these are all unwanted files. I don't want these things because I will not be using these things at all. I'll close it. Okay, so now you can tell me, anyone has any doubts?
Hi, Murli.
Hey, Via.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, actually, I'm already having an Eclipse installed in my machine. What am I supposed to do for that? It's of older version.
Older version, not a problem. You download a new one because actually Eclipse level it's not installation. Just I'm trying to download it and then I'm going to extract it and then I'm use the application. That's the thing. So you download it newly.
Okay. Fine.
Which is the version you're having?
Luno, something like LUNO.
Okay, Luna. I think Luna is actually the next version. You can use Luna also if you want. Luna is above the Kepler. Is the latest actually what after Kepler. Then Mars Neon is the latest right now.
Okay, I can use the same one, right?
You can use the same one. Why I suggest Kepler means actually what the UI level you will feel more comfortable in the Kepler. That's the only thing.
Okay.
That's the only thing. Okay, but you can use Luna also. Things will be same execution level.
Yeah, I'm having one more doubt. What's the use of that environment variable you have created, right? You have given some path and all.
Correct. So that is the JDK path. Okay, so my computer properties. When you come to Selenium level, I told you that actually what we need the JDK. I told you, na? So what the things will do is that time is not only the Java environment is needed, the entire JDK environment is needed for that. Okay, so files in the JDK. If we come to the program files in the Java JDK, in this bin folder, can you see we have a lot of applications over here. Okay, so when I want to run some informations, that time it need to invoke some applications over here. Okay, so if you see, I'll just give Control Alt Delete. So I'm opening the task manager. Okay, can you see these are the processes that are running? Okay, see all these things are .exe file. Can you see? So see, I'm running eclipse.exe file. So the thing is, if you want to run some information in your system, it needs to invoke that exe files over there. Okay, so for these things, your system should know where these files are present. For that only I'm setting the path.
Okay.
Whenever we are going to do that, so these things will be running over here. So that's what. See, Zoom we are running. So zoom.exe files. Same thing. Sticky notes I'm having. So for the sticky note.exe. Okay. So like that. So it will be running over there at the backend whenever the process is completed. So if you see, I open a notepad, means for that notepad also it will be opening some information. When I close it, that exe files will be closed for that. See, notepad is there. Okay. So when I'm going to close the notepad, see, that exe file will be got. Can you see?
Yeah.
Like that. So for that only we need this path. So we need to specifically say that actually what this is the place we have these information. You can take here and then run it. That's it.
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So now we have got. So we have learned that actually what how to create a project package and then a class. Okay. So I'm going to ask some doubts on this one alone, because I want everyone today to install Java, JDK, and then after that Eclipse. Okay, the same thing what I have done, Eclipse. So the same information I have given over here also. Same information how to create it. Create a project. The project name information. Then the package, how to create it. Then we have the how to create a class. Then after that, what are the things you need to give for that? Then what things you will be getting it. Then an allowable program also is there. So if I want to print some information, so this line not needed for me, I'll remove it. If I want to print an hello world, so you type SYSO control space. Okay, so for commenting a line, // is for to comment. SYSO. Okay, then press control plus space button. That will give you system.out.println. Then any information in under double quotes that will be printed. So if you want to run the program, right click, run as Java application. Hello world, that will be printed. That's the thing. Clear guys? So for today's session, anyone has any doubts? Anyone has any doubts for today's session? Okay, so I'm going to stop with this one for today. So tomorrow again we'll connect by 6:45. Okay, then after that we'll go further. Okay guys?
Okay.
Yeah, anyone has any doubts, you can just tell me. I'll wait for 10 seconds. Otherwise, we'll do tomorrow session.
And the session will be recorded, right?
Yeah, everyday session will be recorded. We will send to you on the same day.
Okay. And how long it will be there in the YouTube? And after some days,
it will be lifetime.
okay. Thank you so much.
So you will not be facing any problem. It will be lifetime over there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, guys. So then we'll meet back.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye bye.